No. And I'm going to disagree with the NBA for a different reason. I thought Brandon Ingram should have got at least 8 games.
Wow.
Because this is what the NBA is trying to deter, Skip. You remember these same 2 teams many, many years ago in the 70s with Rudy Tomjanovich and Kermit Washington. It almost ended Rudy Tomjanovich's life.
I covered the game.
Wow.
Go ahead.
Yeah. They don't want guys coming in throwing one-hitter quitters because that's when somebody can really, really get hurt. So I thought he should have, because he started the whole thing. He pushed James Harden for no reason. I don't get why he pushed James Harden to start the whole situation.
There'd been trash talk.
Yeah, okay, I get all that, but then he pushed him. Okay. Rondo, there's no love lost between Chris Paul and Rajon Rondo. For whatever reason, it goes back to Rondo saying, you're never going to win a championship, you're a bum, blah, blah, blah. Chris Paul said, yeah, it's easy to talk when you play with KG and Paul Pierce and Ray. Okay, all that. Chris Paul, if I'm Chris Paul, I'm going to get 20 games. Skip Bayless, my grandfather died when I was 8. So he told me this, I had to be 6 or 7. He said, boy, the most humiliating thing you can do to someone is spit on them. He said, son, you spit on.
Totally agree.
He said, you spit on the ground. People pee and poop on the ground.
Yep.
If someone spits on you,
they're
worse. Telling you you're worse than the ground. They think that little of you.
Correct.
Chris Paul didn't want smoke because he mushed him in his face. He's supposed to unload on Rajon Rondo. Give him all the jaw work. He's not a dentist, but Rajon Rondo is not going to even need a mouthpiece for the next 3 or 4 days. Because I'm getting all that grill work. You spit on it. So Chris Paul should have got.
He didn't spit on him, but he spit at him.
Yeah, but he was slick with it, Jim. You see, he had his mouthpiece. Yeah.
So disrespectful. Yeah.
Lord, please don't let somebody do it. So Chris Paul should have got 20 because I'd have still been whipping him. Rondo.
You mean Rondo should have gotten?
No. Chris Paul, because Chris Paul should have unloaded on him. He should have made it.
He should have gotten 20 because he should have.
Yeah. He should have still been. And I'd have had to shoot Bron a quick elbow. Bron, let me go. I know we cool, but let me go. You didn't see what this dude did to me. But anyway, and Rondo, I got to get, because Rondo escalated this. Rondo got to get at the bare minimum 5 to 6 games here. Because he started, man, you can't spit on somebody. Skip! This man spit in this man's face, and I know he was slick with it. It wasn't like he did it like, but he did it. And Chris Paul, because I'm thinking, I see them come together. It had been brewing, Skip. Rondo tried to draw a charge. Chris Paul runs over him. Rondo hops up. He's talking. Okay? Chris Paul comes in, gets a rebound. He boots Rondo out the way. And then right before the half, Chris Paul gets a layup, and Chris Paul flexes. I was like, oh, but this thing. And then when they come together, I'm like, man, what's... And then all of a sudden they start swinging. I'm like, hold on. Why are they swinging? And he says he spit, but you couldn't see it. Because unless they slow it down and you get in real close, that's the way you could see it. And then once I saw it, oh yeah, Chris Paul, you supposed to get all that smoke. Oh, Rajon Rondo had that. Oh man. Oh, he'd had to get all this.
But real quick point, at the end of their trading punches, I thought Chris got him one good uppercut and he drew blood on it.
Yeah.
He did draw blood. He got him right up in the mouth.
Ooh, no.
Rondo walked off the floor with the towel on his mouth, so he got him once.
But see, the thing is, Skip Bayless, when you're that close and he spit on me.
I know, but he's the president of the Players Association. He knows. He's been around. He knows you can't throw. So he's just trying to poke him.
And guess what? I'm the president. Now I'm the president of the ass-whipping competition. Because that's what Rondo's about to get from me.
I'm with you, but I thought Chris Paul exercised some self-control not to just unload on him.
Yeah, but Skip, sometimes, and I hadn't read that manual yet, where somebody can spit in my face and it's okay to, that's what Jesus did that. See, he way more man than I can be, Skip. Because you spit on me, Skip, I got to have you. We got to go. We got to do all this. You want this smoke? Okay, you about to get it. It's about to be a barbecue because there's going to be smoke up in here. We're going to move some furniture.
Remember J.J. Stokes and Bill Romanowski on a Monday night?
Skip. That Romo was my teammate, and I wanted to fight him.
And he
spit
right in his face.
In his mouth. Yeah. He took his mouthpiece out, and that's what got me so upset. I'm like, Romo, do you understand what that means?
That was a turning point for your football team.
It was. And we had to come to Jesus meeting. We had to come to Jesus meeting.
That's your second Jesus reference in this topic. Maybe you're getting religion. I don't
know. He was in there that day. Well, he was in there. Jesus came by there. He said, I got to come by here because
I know. But you did sort it out.
We did.
And your team did take off.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
And you finished the year by doing what?
Winning the Super Bowl.
Thank you. Okay, but that was the flashpoint.
Oh, you said the Lakers going to win the championship?
No, I'm not saying that.
Okay.
It's like, wait.
So I'm with you and then some on this. I thought Brandon Ingram would get 10 games, and I thought Rondo would also get 10 games, and I didn't want Chris Paul to get more than 1 game because he was the recipient of the spit, right?
Yes.
He was the victim of this. And I thought he did exercise some self-control not to throw immediately. Then once Rondo threw with his left, then they got into it. You got to defend yourself, as D'Antonio said last night. You just got to defend.
Right.
Okay? So I was so disappointed in Adam Silver because he's going the opposite of what David Stern used to do. Because remember, Malice at the Palace, the Brawl at the Palace, that was featuring, obviously, our man Meta. What is he now? He's back to being Ron Artest. So that was Ron Artest against fans, and our man Steven Jackson was against fans.
Yes.
And it was an eyesore for the league, and penalties were levied and suspensions. And then 2 years later, this is the last time I can remember any real punches being thrown in an NBA game. It was December 16th of 2006, and it was at Madison Square Garden, and it was a blowout, Nuggets blowing out Isaiah Thomas's Knicks. I'm talking about the old Hall of Fame Isaiah Thomas. And it got ugly at the end because George Karl left his starters in, including Melo, and it got out of control, and there was a hard foul on J.R. Smith, and punches were thrown. And for those punches, David Stern came down and said no more. And he suspended Carmelo for 15 games and J.R. and Nate Robinson, who got into it and traded punches, for 10 games each. Well, this is national TV, Saturday night, LeBron's Hollywood debut, show of shows, fourth quarter, close game, and that breaks out. And remember, Kiki Vandeweghe, the czar of punishment, he's sitting right there pretty much courtside, right?
Yeah.
So he actually witnessed it and felt the full force of it. I know a lot of Laker fans were just invigorated by it because it was exciting for all the wrong reasons.
Because you can hear Chris Paul saying, he spit on me, and I thought, you just saying that because that man, you mushed that man in the face, and the man responded. So Skip, I'm thinking Chris, I said, man, you lying, I ain't seen no, but like I said, until they get the free, you get up close, you can see,
Okay? So to me, and I've never said a negative word about Adam Silver until this moment, because I think he's been really good for the league and made some tough early decisions about the ownership of the Clippers, Donald Sterling. And yet, it feels like he's trying to sweep this under the rug, like, that didn't really happen. It's not that big a deal. Let's just go on. Let's just do a couple of games here, 4 games of 3, 2, no big deal. Let's go on and hope that everybody quickly forgets about it. That's not forgettable. And the message you're sending to today's players, if you have to throw down, go ahead and throw down, because you'll get away with it, because the worst you're going to get is 4 games. And last thing on Brandon Ingram, I was there when Kermit Washington got a full head of steam and caught Rudy Tomjanovich right in the jaw, full speed. And listen, Kermit was an enforcer. He almost killed him. I was working for the LA Times. They sent me to Centinela Hospital to be on quote-unquote death watch. That's how bad it was, because it looked like he had died. Really?
Yeah.
Well, Brandon Ingram got a full head of steam and just jumps in the pile and just unleashes on whoever.
When he turns, he sees Rudy coming. Rudy's coming to break it up. Rudy's not coming to get into it. And then Kermit, Rudy Tomjanovich.
Oh, in that one.
Yeah. That's
no, in that one it was terrible.
And you remember Kareem?
He was just like an innocent bystander.
You remember when Kurt Benson elbowed Kareem in the gut, and Kareem, he doubled up, and then he came back and he broke his head, but he knocked Benson.
No.
Knocked him. I think he almost knocked him out. He broke his jaw or something.
Well, those were the bad old days, and it's just a bad look for a great league. It's just they don't want this.
And I know the optics of LeBron James with his arm around Chris Paul, but I think I would have handled it a lot like LeBron. Let's just say I'm back at the Broncos, and Ray gets into it. I'm gonna go grab Ray because I can talk to Ray. I know Ray, and Ray is gonna he's gonna hear my voice.
Sure.
I'm like, Suge, We good. We got this. So he's trying to de-escalate the situation, and I know it's hard because the thing is when you grab one person and then someone gets a cheap shot in, now that person that got hit, he gonna be mad at you because you grabbed him. So I prefer everybody grab somebody, but I'm probably more likely to grab the person that I know that I can provide some calmness to and try to de-escalate this situation as quick as possible.
Well, it's amazing. It was LeBron's night. He's center stage, and then all this breaks out, and he's not even really remotely involved.
We didn't talk about the game.
No,
we talk about the couple of minutes that happened within the game. But we'll get to him. I mean, Bron.
Well, we didn't talk about the fact that LeBron is 1 for 11 from 3 in 2 games.
Okay,
1 for 11?
We're not talking about why you bringing it up. Why you bringing it up?
Oh, I was just making your point.
No, we don't need to make no
We're not
point.
even talking
We're
about
not
that.
making no point, but we'll make a point tomorrow night. I mean, tomorrow when they bust the Spurs head.
Well, they will bust their head. The Spurs are terrible.
Well,
Spurs got blown out at Portland.
Jen, I don't know if you noticed that. But Kawhi, showing up looking good up in Toronto and Skip. Skip, you watch showing up what he did to the Celtics.
No, wait a second. You missed the point.
What?
He begged off the back-to-back. He didn't play the back-to-back.
He only-
I told you. I warned you.
After what he did to the Celtics, he don't
still
need to play.
hurt. He's still hurt.
No,
He's still got a thigh bruise.
Hey, take off.
He can't play back-to-back.
Not
Are
yet.
you kidding?
There's gonna be a time
And they're
he
chanting MVP for a guy who couldn't play an early season back-to-back.
But here's the thing, though, Skip. You don't need to play back-to-back just yet. We're going to build that thing, build that stamina
so
up.
now you're on the Toronto
Kawhi.
bandwagon.
Kawhi. He look good. He look good. I kind of like him in the North.
LeBron should win this game by 20 tonight.
No, don't do this.
Yeah,
Skip.
come on. No,
Don't
I'm
do
not
it.
doing
Don't-
anything.
don't-
I'm just telling you, it's a 20-point win.
Don't try to put that
It's a
unnecessary.
cakewalk.
Don't try to put that unnecessary.
Well, think of the
pressure.
depth they got because they can start Lonzo and Kuzma now in place of Rondo and Ingram, right?
No.
Yep.
Nope.
Boy, Lonzo looked good the other night.
That, slowly, LeBron told you this is not instant oatmeal. So I thought you think this thing was going to put some warm water. It's going to be
Tonight, oatmeal.